Non-British people, what do you find odd about Britain? 1. Henry the Hoover. I lived in the UK for a few months, and every vacuum I saw grinned at me with that weird face. 2. Brits can never decide if they want to use the metric system or not. You measure your weight in stone, your height in feet, and your beer in pints, but you buy your produce in grams, your petrol in liters, and switch between miles and kilometers on a whim. What gives? 3. Saying sorry for things you shouldn't be sorry for. For example, I was standing in Tesco looking at frozen food. The person next to me, also looking at frozen food, said, "Oh, sorry." 4. Their drinking culture. 5. Went to London for the first time a couple of years ago. Had several people say hello with, "Hey, you alright?" It made me really self-conscious until I realized it was like, "Hey, how are you?" 6. When British people want to be extra mean to you, they just act super polite. 7. Replying brilliant after every comment makes me wonder if they're being sarcastic or have set a really low bar for what brilliance is. 8. The astonishing number of Indian restaurants all across the United Kingdom. It's like Indian to the Brits is what Mexican is to the Americans. 9. As an American, the number of security cameras in public places, particularly in London. 10. Spent a couple of weeks in London this past winter. The biggest thing was not giving my credit card to the waiter. They bring you the machine and you swipe your shit through and it makes perfect sense, but it totally put me off my game. Also, they reply cheers to everything and I'm unused to that. 11. The constant battle for who can self-deprecate the most. 12. What is up with that nasty faked hand bullshit?